And at first, two female soldiers have completed the Army's Ranger School, a grueling test of mind and body. Only the toughest survive. David Martin now with the women who made history.
This is a little of what it took for Captain Chris Grice to become one of the first two women to make it through Ranger School. First Lieutenant Shay Haver is the other to survive the 62-day course, which subjects soldiers to nearly constant physical and mental stress on little food and less sleep. Ranger School is the make or break proving ground for the Army's combat leaders, and it breaks more than it makes. 19 women started the course. Only Grice and Haver made it to the end. 380 men started. Only 94 finished. The Army refused to officially identify either woman, in part to shield them from snarky comments which began popping up on social media. Some don't bear repeating, but cracks like, "What standards were lowered? Did they only have to do one pull-up?" were typical. Despite the Army's attempt to protect the two West Point graduates from publicity, their friends could not help bragging on them. The Army insists the women had to meet the same standards as the men, and in the brief glimpses the media was allowed of the training, there was no sign of going easier on females. When they graduate on Friday, both men and women will receive the coveted Ranger tab. But unlike the men, Grice and Haver will still not be eligible to serve in elite Ranger regiments or other ground combat units. That might not make any difference to Haver, who is already an Apache helicopter pilot. Grice belongs to a military police unit.
The debate over women in combat is not over yet, but these two young women have broken one of the toughest gender barriers in the military, and it seems only a matter of time before the remaining barriers come down. Charlie?
Thanks, David.